entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He was looking for Mark Andrews. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Nick starting with a pass. Finds the in route complete. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Working quickly here. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
At his 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 6.
On 1st down, it's Nix. It's him on the in route. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action with Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The Broncos will line up.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And that means third down coming up. Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
And the Ravens first down.
First down, here's Lamar. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Hey, middle.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Gets some space around midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
And time runs out before they get the snap on. That's the end of one. 8-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. From the gun, Jackson finds him over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
This is Henry on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A split second, all to get the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. Nice bit of burst, search forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the pistol, Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage.
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. And he's off the mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Nix off the play action. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And it sets up 3rd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Bombers. Oh, my son. Joe.
Going for it on 4th. Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Ravens 14.
Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback. Right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it doesn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Hitting Ingram on the slant. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Connects on the crosser. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Oh, my son. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the Ravens 40-yard line.
after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
Away. Almost set. Captain, ready.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. This is Ingram looking left side. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for Broncos first down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. They're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Bombers.
Nix with it on 1st. Looking slant route, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense to the line fast.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
It's Harvey straight ahead. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Ball carrier brought down at the 18.
Here he is on 3rd and short. We'll have the 1st down and even more. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good. Broncos.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos find some points there. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2.
16. Ravens 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Baltimore.
Real quick. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. A draw now. This is Henry. He's got a gain of 6 there. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Lamar now from the gun. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Jackson to throw it. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
14-yard line.
Sit up! Okay.
Trying down the middle with Henry. Got some room to work. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message.
Pushing for the end zone. And off the football. It's not loose. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Nix. Caught quickly on the slant. Oh, this big guy is moving. Can they catch him? Hits the 20. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, I think they're over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay in a big-time way.
And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this 2nd half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to details. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing for Andrews, and it's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They work against the blitz. Caught just shy of the goal line. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Nick's going to try and throw for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Nate Wiggins has got it. set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. And the 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Third and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And 2nd down only works out for a yard. And goes to the hurry up here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
on 3rd down, here's Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
And that one's gone. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their 4th conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Get to Henry on the inside handoff. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Ravens trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Giving 5 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be a Baltimore first.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
This one left for Lamar. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Chased out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Desperation time here. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Jackson yet again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. They've got to keep moving quick here. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Well, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that two-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10.
37. Almost set.
They're going to pass it here. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory.
First down.
Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Almost set. Away, away, away. Hey. My name is Captain.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And here's a timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Play action with Mix. And this is lofted deep down the middle. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.